Hi, this is Shannah. Welcome to my channel. And today's readings is how do they see you? So think of your person. This is more related to romantic connections, be it crushes, connections, partnerships, and so on. But you can think of anyone you like, right? So think of your person, and we have here 3 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1 with amethyst, pile number 2 with smoky quartz, and pile number 3 with clear quartz. So take your time to choose your pile. You can pause the video if you like, and I will see you in a couple of moments. So if you chose pile number 1 here with the amethyst, this is your reading. So putting over here so you know it's yours. Now, how does your person see you, or the person you're thinking about sees you? How do they see you? So we have Kuan Yin, compassion. Sorry for the glare. Let me change here the light so you can see it better. There you go. Now, your person sees you as being a very, very good person, being very kind, very loving. You're very understanding, very forgiving. And this doesn't make you weak in any way. I don't have the vibe that this person sees you as being weak, but being understanding, being very loving, very giving. And I think it's like they feel safe with you, they feel understood, and they also have the feeling that they can be who they are with you. Exactly. You're not judgmental of them. You not expect them to be better than they are. You're very accepting. They feel loved for who they are, or liked or appreciated, depending on the case, right? But they feel accepted for who they are completely. They don't have to play games. They don't have to pretend. You can see right through them. It's like you can see the goodness in them, and they see this and they appreciate this. You really can see through the heart of this person, and they discover through your gaze, through your eyes, they discover their own light. Wow, it's really beautiful. And then we have Gula, healing. And I don't know where this word comes from. I don't remember anymore, but in my language, Gula is like when you can get enough of something, especially food, right? You just have to eat and eat and eat. And that's, we call it Gula. And it's like, I would say here, if I may, is like this person cannot have enough of you. It's like this person can be a bit also obsessed with you, or you even also may be obsessed with this person. Could be both ways. But with the healing here, again, like they feel, what I'm getting, this may seem a bit like very religious, but what I'm getting is like all their sins are forgiven. Like they feel like a new person. They feel like you forgive them for everything they've done in the past. It's like you kind of, next to you, they feel like their karma has been cleansed. It's a clean slate and they can start all over again. And they feel very healed. It's like with you, their wounds start closing, start healing, emotional and psychological wounds. They find sanctuary within you. It doesn't matter if it's a love interest or a friendship, but they find like a sanctuary. You know, it's like they find comfort. You're a safe haven for them. They know they can come anytime to you, and you would receive them with open arms, with loving arms, understanding arms. You would understand them. You know, they could come to you, run to you anytime. And then we have creative spark. So not only you're very calming presence in their life, and they see you as being like a healer to them, like I was saying, a safe haven. They find you very, very creative. And you're even probably very fun. You're like a very happy kind of personality, almost like happy-go-lucky. And you're very fun. You always have a smile on your face, and you're very creative in everything you say, in everything you do. There's a lot of creativity. It's like you can start making up stories really quick, just out of a word, you have a whole novel kind of thing, right? And maybe you, it's very artistic. Like I'm getting here music, painting, drawing, even decorating for some of you. Some of it will also have to be with fashion. But it's like a very, very creative spark. And they find that very inspiring. They find you very inspiring, and they love to be around you because it's such a good vibe. It's such a beautiful, healing, happy, joyful vibe around you. Let's see what else we have. Then we have the child orphan. Okay, let's read both attributes. We have the light attributes: independence based on learning to go it alone. Okay, sorry. Conquering fear of surviving. Shadow attributes: feeling of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. But they see you as someone, like you're like a lone wolf to their eyes, at least, and you're someone who's a survivor. I would say even here with this child orphan, it's like you're kind of a survivor, kind of someone who goes against all odds and still wins, or, at least you learn a valuable lesson out of the experience. And there's some fears within you, like the card says, but you face your fears. They see you as being incredibly strong, It's like you being alone in the world, be it emotionally, be it really physically, like being an orphan or being very, very far away from your roots. Maybe you're living in another country, another culture completely different from yours. And that probably would give you kind of a feeling of being kind of an orphan, you see, like because you're very, very far away from your roots and culture and language. But they see you as being so strong and standing tall and doing your thing and conquering your fears and going straight ahead, and not being apologetic of who you are. You just are who you are, and you shine your colors, and they admire that very, very much. Then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, so they find you incredibly attractive. Like I was saying here with Gula, it's like they can't get enough of you. Even if you're not together, there's such an attraction here. They think about you in that manner a lot. Even if you haven't seen this person for many years, when they think of you, they will think of this attraction, of this magnetic, insane attraction they have for you. So they find you very attractive. They find you beautiful. Like they find you irresistible. That's what I say. They find you irresistible. And it's like there's a link between you both. It's like an unbreakable link. That's why I was having the feeling, no matter how far away you are from one another, you cannot break this bond. Even if you haven't spoken to this person for years, the link is still there. If you meet again, if you see each other again, it's there. It's undeniable. And then we have the last card here, pile number 1, and we have lovers. Let's see if I can do this better now. Okay, so we have great passion and devotion and bridal appreciation of someone or something, and shadow attributes: obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. Now, What I get the feeling here, and please take it as this makes sense to you, and only if it makes sense to you, of course, is like, especially for those who are asking for a love connection, right? I think this person knows that you're in love with them. And it can even be there a bit of obsession here. Again, we're coming to this gula. And I know this goddess has nothing to do with the word that, with interpretation of the words in my language, but still I see here a connection. And they may know that you're kind of obsessed with them. But it doesn't make you small in their eyes. Actually, it's like they find that endearing. This is probably not what you want to hear. And for some of you, this is reciprocated. For others of you, this won't be reciprocated. I think you mirror some of these qualities I'm getting here. So the orphan one is like, can be that the person you're asking about, this is also someone who's an orphan in some way. You know, maybe one of the parents died when they were very young, or even both of them, depending. And it's like you mirror some qualities, and they feel your love. They feel your attention. They can really feel it, and they appreciate it so much. And that heals them on such a deep level. They really appreciate you, right? And they see you as someone who's really loving, like you would be a wonderful partner to them. And you can love on such a deep level, as such like can always almost like border obsession. Some of you to even be an obsession, right? Depending on your disposition. And there's no judgment here. Things are as they are. And they feel this and they appreciate it, because I don't see it here. There's no negative cards here, you see. It's like there's just a very deep appreciation and even gratitude towards you, towards your attention, towards your love. And this is how they see you. They see you as someone who's able to love profoundly, unconditionally, and to see others, in this case, the person you're thinking about, to see them for who they really are and love them for who they really are profoundly. No judgment, no prejudice, no expectations. You just love. And they feel this, and this is like a balsam. This is like healing waters, right? And you bring this person to unexpected love dimensions that they've never experienced before. And this is, for them, this is just beautiful. And they have you in very, very high regard. They really appreciate you. For some of you, they really, really love you. Yeah, depending on what connection you have. But there's a really, really deep appreciation here for who you are and how you are. Wow. And pile number 1, this was it. This is a kind of a short reading. At the time, I don't have time for more, but I'd like to leave you with this beautiful message. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you, and I wish you a wonderful time full of love. So if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading here with the smoky quartz. Let's put it here, then you know it's your reading. Now, how does your person see you, pile number 2? So, first of all, we have Katesh. I hope I'm seeing it correctly. If not, I'm very, very sorry. And it's called pleasure. So, first and foremost, the person you're thinking about thinks you're very, very yummy. You're very delicious. Delicious to look at, delicious to dream about and fantasize about, delicious to experience on every level. And this person finds you really irresistible. They find you beautiful, alluring. I would say the word is alluring. And they also see you as someone who knows how to have fun. And maybe you're very, I forgot the word, but I'll remember in a second. But someone that enjoys the pleasures of life unapologetically. You just do whatever you want. So this also implies a sense of freedom. You know, they see you as being a free spirit of living free and doing what you want. Even if you don't think this about yourself, this is how the person sees you. You are someone who attracts a lot of attention. Even if you don't notice, people look at you, especially, like the opposite sex for the most of you, but it's like you're very attractive to people. And you kind of always get the main stage. You get this, you're the center of the attention, you have the life of the party, and you know how to enjoy yourself. And it could also be that you move in very sensual ways. Like maybe many of you that are watching this, you may be dancers, because you have the way you move your hands, and it's very sensual. It's very like every movement is like almost like a choreography. It's very sensual. It's very wavy, so to say. It has a rhythm. It has a beauty. It's the way you move, and they find you so alluring. And it could also be like it's also the way you talk, your voice, the way you express your ideas. And I think your ideas will be very out of the box. It's like you have a very, like I was saying, you're very free spirited. You have a very different way of seeing the world. And it could be that even when this person is not talking to you directly, it could be that, for instance, if you're talking with other people, be it, for instance, at a bar, an event, party, or whatever situation, this person you'll notice that this person will be very near, will be around you. And maybe some of you have noticed this, and you thought, are they eavesdropping? Are they listening to what I'm saying? The question is, they are. They are. They're really listening to you. They're really paying attention to your words, paying attention to what you say, because they're fascinated by how your brain works. They're fascinated by your person. And it's like they want to be like that as well. Or maybe it's like you are igniting a part of themselves, that's like free-spirited part of themselves. And this card is showing us all that, because for you to enjoy the pleasures of life, you have to be a free spirit of some sort. That's my logic, at least. And this person really appreciates that. And this person realizes that many other people find you also very attractive, and maybe they think they're just one among many people. But the thing is, here with the card, what I'm getting is like you have your eyes on this person, and this person knows. This person knows, so the person you're talking about or thinking about, this person knows you have your eyes set on them, and they like it. They really like it. And it could be that this is someone you're always staring at each other. It's not just you staring at them, right? You're staring at each other a lot. There's this the eyes. I'm getting there's a very intense eye game between you, and it's fun, but it's very intense. It's heavy and beautiful at the same time, and this person enjoys that very much. This person loves to be looked at by you. They love it when you look at them, like you enjoy when they look at you as well. It's interesting. I wasn't expecting this. That's nice. And then we have here a alliance. Now, your person, or the person you're thinking about, this person sees you as being very, very powerful. And it could even be that this person thinks you're out of their league. And it could also be you're older than this person, or you have a certain status above this person. They see you as having your life together, that you have everything already, that you've achieved a lot, that you have, it it could be that they're still getting their stuff together in their life. They're still like getting the foundation, and they see you as someone who has already done all that, as being accomplished. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. And so they see you as being very accomplished already, very strong, and also very jealous, because Hera is also very, very jealous. And she's the wife of Zeus, so she had reasons to be jealous. And but they see you as you being like a force of nature, someone, your strength of character is something to be reckoned with. And maybe they don't know exactly if they can, if they're the right person for you, if they would be able to tame you. But I'm questioning, why would they tame you? Well, I don't understand that. But it's like you're a very strong person. You're really marriage material, and you don't take any bullshit and or BS. And you're a very strong character. Getting it. If I'll get more from here, I'll tell you. Okay. Then we have Gaia, Earth. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. You're wife material. You see, you really like, for them, you would be the perfect partner. You're really wife material, like mother of their children. You would be the perfect partner. You have you're the whole package. You're an incredibly interesting person, a free spirit, and powerful, strong, loyal, because Hera is loyal to the end. They also see you as being very, very loyal, dedicated, and protective as well, and the perfect partner, and the mother, very creative as well. You can make things happen in the sense of, like I was saying, you're very resilient, very dedicated, and if you put your mind into something, you do it, you make it happen. You bring life into projects, you bring life into goals. So you're someone who doesn't give up. Again, you're a force to be reckoned with. And it could be that your person may be a bit afraid of you sometimes, And if some of you, you're just in a situation, because I'm getting that vibe that you're just looking at each other. For some of you, if it's a crush situation and you're wondering, well, if I'm that great, why doesn't this person approach me? I think they're a bit scared. Whoa, they're overwhelmed with your being, because you're just amazing. It's like, for them, you are really a goddess, an amazing goddess. And if they haven't told you yet, they'll love you. They secretly love you if they haven't told you yet. They're amazed. They're in awe. That's it. They're in awe of you. Yeah. And let's see more. Wow. Then we have dilettante. And let's read both of the attributes, and you can take it as you resonate, what you find appropriate for your situation. So let's get, can you see it? I hope so. Delight in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Sorry for that. Shadow attribute, pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So, for some of you, you will be kind of an artist, but you're not a professional artist in the sense like you haven't learned it, but you're someone who loves art. You're someone who's very creative. You probably, like I said, many of you will be dancers, even if you don't have like a professional training, but you'll be dancers, or you could be any kind of art, like painting, music, even writing. Maybe your person is also like an artist of some kind. But it's something that you love to do it. For instance, I'm getting the picture of you drawing something and they're seeing that, but just have for fun, just having a laugh and doing something, and they're watching you do creative stuff and they love it. And they see that they believe, maybe some of you are really professionals, but they don't know that, but they see you doing creative stuff, and they like it, because they love your creativity. And here with Gaia as well, we have creativity, of course. And I think you're also someone that can talk about any subject. And that's why we have here pretend to have more knowledge than you already have. But I don't think that you're pretending to have more knowledge. You're someone that knows a little about many things. So it's very interesting to talk to you because you can talk about anything. Maybe many subjects you don't have the depth, but you can learn the depth from certain subjects by talking to other people that know more about it. So you're someone that loves to talk and learn things from other people, and you're able to really talk about anything, right? Because you know a little about everything. And although this doesn't make you a specialist, but you're someone who has a very, very broad general culture, right? No theme is or area of knowledge is a stranger to you. And what you don't know, you can either research or you talk to other people in order to exchange ideas and to learn new things. Yeah. And that's how they see you. And then, interesting enough, now we have here very soon. And I was asked, if I was asking how they see you, and we got the card very soon, I kept it because why not? Let's see what the card wants to tell us. Then we have clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I think I got what this means. Let's see. This could go both ways. So bear with me. One thing is like, it could be that in the situation with your person, you're a bit indecisive, right? And remember when I was telling you right at the beginning that it could be that, this is a crush situation for some of you, and you're just like, eyeing each other, like looking at each other, staring at each other, but no one is really making a move kind of thing. And I think it's like they were waiting for you to make a move. Or they are waiting for you to make a move. And they're just, and it always looks like you're about to make a decision and, go and talk to this person or make an offer or an invitation of some kind, but you always back down. This could be for some of you that you always chicken out at the last moment. But it always looks like it's always this promise. It's like very soon, so it's going to happen, but it's still in the air. Right? So take this as it resonates for your specific case, but it could be, like getting to know the person better. It could be like an offer. It could be, again, like taking the step to a greater engagement, whatever the case. But it's like it's always in the air. It's like, and it could go both ways. It's like also them seeing you and saying, now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to say this. And then, it's in the air. It's this promise of something more is constantly in the air, but it's just a promise in the air, and it hasn't really achieved realization yet. But there's this longing. Yeah, we could see this as longing. And you long for one another, because I really have the feeling this is reciprocated. You long for one another, and they know you long for them too. But somehow, for some reason, that it's not shown here. It's just this longing, the whole time. Why? I don't know. Maybe there's this fear of, bursting the bubble, because this person sees you as being so incredibly strong and amazing, and this fear, like approaching you and making a fool of themselves, or like bursting the bubble because maybe they are putting you on a pedestal and they're afraid of that you're not so great as they imagine you to be. Could be, anything here, but there's some sense, I have the feeling there's some fear here involved in this situation. And then we have visionary, the light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain, shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So they also see you as being a visionary. So, like I said, they see you as having great ideas, great ideas, and of sharing these ideas, of discussing these ideas. And they see you also as like not being really greed driven or like money driven or gain driven. I think like you are more interested in knowledge, in expressing like creative expression, on sharing your power, your ideas, your insights with other people, and you prefer to have conversations and sharing knowledge and learning from other people and them learning from you too, of course, is sharing. So you prefer this kind of interaction than just, doing things just from money or kind of interest or manipulation. So I see you. So the way that it's presented here, how this person sees you is like a pillar of light, a pillar of knowledge. You're so strong. They see you as being so strong, so wise as well, so loyal. So you're just there. It's important. It's impossible to ignore you. When you stand, you stand. When you enter a room, everyone notices. Like I said, you're a force of nature. It's impossible to ignore you. It's impossible not to notice you. It's even impossible to neglect you. And if someone does, and it's really on purpose, right? And I think also here with this visionary card, I feel like it's a bit far-fetched, but I think it applies here as well. It's like, again, it has to do with this longing that's constantly in the air. It's like having this vision of being together, having this vision of something happening between you two, or this becoming more serious, or having a beautiful future, and so on. But it's like it's a vision, and it doesn't mean that it won't happen, because we're just seeing how they see you. So they have this vision of you. They think of you a lot, and they long for you. And like I said, I believe this is reciprocal. You long for each other. But again, this is a bubble. Remember I was telling you the bubble? There you go. This is the bubble. And now it's the question, are you going, one step forward? Are you going to take that risk and jump into it? And because I think there's like a really mutual admiration here. That's what I feel. And now one of you has to, take the step and take the leap of faith here. Yeah, it is really, wow, this person admires you so, so much. It's amazing. And has a lot of respect for you, and wow, it's really strong. It's really, really strong. And pile number 2, this was your reading. So I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you, and I wish you a wonderful time full of love. So if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading here with the clear quartz. Let's put it over here, then you know it's your reading. So how does your person see you, the person on your mind? We have Sheila Nagig. And we have gateways. Interesting. The first thing I get here, that for some of you, there may be here a major difference between you both. It could be an age difference. For some of you, this will be really the case, that it's maybe even a major age difference here. And a difference also in status, cultural. There's like a gap or a difference here, a major difference, like I was saying. and which is not a bad thing, but they are aware of it. And it's like entering a new world. This person sees you as being very, very different from them on different levels. It's like a totally different world, like another dimension, actually. They see you as being very, very wise, very experienced, and that it doesn't have anything to do with your age right now, okay? They see you as having an experience, a wisdom, intelligence, and a respect. Yes, they see you as being very respectful of the laws of nature, for instance, which is a weird thing to say, but it's what came up. Like being like respectful of the laws of the universe, laws of nature, even the laws of man, so to say. And but it's like respectful for human beings, respectful for life. And you're very although you're strong and you have strong boundaries and you're very strong personality, you are very open to people. You're very curious about people. You want to know people. You want to know what makes them tick. You are very accepting of other people. So you're not judgmental. And it's not you not being judgmental of them. It's like you're not judgmental of anyone. You're very curious. It doesn't mean that you accept everything or you find everything what people do great. No, you don't. And maybe sometimes you just find people stupid. But it's like in a general way, you are very accepting of people. It's like you like to know other people's opinion. You like to know how people see life, different lifestyles, different ways of existing. You're very curious. Yeah, of course, you're not going to, make these lifestyles your own. Because again, like I was saying, you're very strong personality as well. You have your own lifestyle and your own beliefs and your own opinions. So it's not that you're going to be influenced by them. So you're not going to absorb them just like that. But you want to know. You want to know what exists. So you're very curious and very open to people. And you're very giving as well. So you're very is very open dialogue, very open-hearted, open-minded towards other people. And they find that fascinating because what I'm getting here, because because for them to find you so open-minded and open-hearted, it can be that this person you're asking about has either an alternative lifestyle or has a very uncommon business, or excuse me for this. Yeah, it should be a secret. Oh, okay. A very uncommon job, something like that. Something that they do that's very uncommon. It could be very alternative as well. For instance, they could be graffiti artists, for instance. They could be... I'm getting for some of you, they could be thieves. I don't know why. No judgment here. I'm just finding funny that the word is coming up. But whatever it is, they like very alternative lifestyle. Yeah, that's it. And you're not judgmental, And I'm not saying that your partner or the person you're asking about is a thief. I don't know what the word, in what context that makes sense. I just found it very funny that the word came up. But sorry for that. Yeah, it's maybe even something that they haven't told you about or they're secretive about. It's something because I'm getting this cough in my throat. It's like my third chakra is wanting to close. It's like, don't say anything. It's like something that it's a secret. Maybe because, you're very trustworthy is what they also find you very trustworthy, And, but it's like a secret to other people. It's interesting. Yeah, it makes it very mysterious here. And so but you don't judge them. You don't Yeah, it's like you don't, you accept people for what they are, and you're just very curious. You're just very, very curious. And also what this person sees, like exactly like they have different layers. Yeah, they also have different layers, and you have different experiences in life, and that's why it's very easy for you to understand other people. So they see you also as being very understanding and being very open, and yeah, they can be they could, it could be that they don't trust you completely. They find you trustworthy, but they can be a bit suspicious. But I think it's because they're not used to someone like you. They find it a bit hard to believe that someone like you exists, that someone like you crossed their path, because I think they're used to the opposite. It's the feeling that I'm getting. It's like they're used to be betrayed, to be judged, or to be manipulated, and you have no interest in doing that. And you just take them for a face value, and you don't force anything out of them, and that makes them trust you in a way that they open up to you. Wow, so much out of a card. Amazing. Yes. Then we have here Spider Woman, co-creator. So with co-creator, so it could be that your person is also a creative person. I was getting like graffiti artist for some of you, but could be anything like musician to painter. I'm getting a lot of creative work. All the decks, they got creativity. So yes, my public, you, my viewer, you're also creative. I love you so much. And so it could be that your person is also a very creative person, and you as well, and they see you like they respect you. Either even if you have done creative work or not, they respect your opinion. Again, they have a lot of respect for you and for your experience and for what you know, for your knowledge. And it could be, for instance, there's someone that love to show you their work. They show you what work. They want to know your opinion. They want to have your appreciation, and they love it when you love their work. And they also appreciate it if you give them tips like, this could be this way or that way, depending on their work. I'm getting for some of you photographers as well, or designers. Some of you will be writers in your case, but I'm getting a lot of design and photography and graphic, painting also. For some of you, it could also be sculpture, some kind of installation. Yeah, it's very artistic. It's very, very artistic. Your person is very artistic. And it could be that you're also artistic on some level. And they love to either work with you. For some of you, we saw you work together on some artistic or creative project. And but they love to either work with you or to have your opinion. They love to show you, what they can do and what they do, and to it. What I'm getting, that feeling like, like the children. When you get, like, for instance, be it your own children, or you go to a friend's or family person, relative's house, and they have children, and the children, they come and bring their toys or their drawings, because they want you to say it's great and wonderful. I'm getting that vibe, and maybe this person, we have here with Sheila Nagig, is really because she's like this older woman, and maybe you give them this mother vibes, independent from your age, but maybe you have this really like mother or parenting vibe, and they want to show you things. They want to have your approval. That's the word I was looking for. They want to have your approval. And you can do beautiful things together. And like I said, they see you as being also very creative, but in a way that's very powerful. Yes, I'm getting it. Enigmatic. And they also think of you as being very enigmatic. And And I think for some of you, your person cannot stop thinking about you. It's like you wrap them up, like with the spider web, they're caught in your web and they cannot free themselves. And I'm not saying that's because you manipulated them. It's the attraction there is strong. Interesting. And then we have Freya, radical acceptance. Freya is the Norse goddess of love and war. What many people do not know is like Aphrodite or Venus is also the goddess of war. We reduced her, so to say, to love and sexuality, but she used to be also the goddess of war. Actually, in all the cultures, ancient cultures, the goddess of love used also to be the goddess of war. Why? Let's find out together another time. Now, with Freya, this is really interesting because Freya is the goddess of love. So they see you as being like a warrior as well. Like I was saying, they see you as being very, very strong personality, and you don't take any BS. And you're very independent. You're strong, independent, and but here with this radical acceptance, this card has to do with disappointments, actually, which is interesting because I think you and this person, although there's this mutual admiration here and attraction as well, for some reason, you either can't be together or you couldn't be together in the past. And it could have been that you were having a hard time or still are having a hard time accepting this. It could be because of this difference between you, right? Because of this gap between you, be it distance, be it age, be it social status, financial status, whatever the case. But there's like, what I get here is like, with these two cards, it's really like there's a separation here. This is what I'm getting. There's a separation here of some kind. And maybe you were having a hard time accepting this, and maybe you kept reaching out or, like just saying hi and they found this hard, for the separation because the attraction is there, and you created this situation together. This attraction is both ways, but for some reason you can't or you couldn't be together, and they could see that you were struggling with this, you were having difficulty with this, and I think that in the end you did accept it because you're a strong person, right? And you carried on with your life, or you're doing that now, and but this is co-creation. So you kind of, I have the feeling that you put it in the hands of God, like let go and let God kind of situation. And it's not that it's a bad thing, not at all. And I don't see them seeing this as a bad thing, but it's something that they noticed that you couldn't really let go, at least at first. And but they see you as being very beautiful because Freya is amazingly beautiful. Yeah, they see you as being very beautiful, very attractive, and that you're looking for a relationship, and for some reason they couldn't give you that, or they're not able to do it at the moment. And you were struggling with this situation at first. Let's see what the cards are saying here. Then we have Rescuer. Let's see the light attributes. With this light, I'm getting difficulties reading it. Let's see. Provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Shadow attributes assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So okay. So I see here a situation where it's like, this could be a situation that was a rebound situation, or, someone or both of you needing love, because maybe it could be that both of you were like in a heartache situation, in a, an emotional crisis, or whatever the situation, and you kind of helped each other emotionally. or on whatever level. And they see you as being their rescuer. You gave them self-confidence. You gave them self-love back. Because again, you're very open-hearted, and you were someone they could talk to, and you listened, and you didn't judge them, and you made them, one way or the other, you made them realize their self-worth. And you know, and at first, you weren't probably expecting anything back out of this, but for some reason, it became difficult. Then we have here, like, not expecting anything back. And I think there was at least a certain period of time, it doesn't have to be very long, but you were struggling with this because you're actually you wanted probably a bit more. But with the co-creation, I think you're rescuing each other. It's not just you rescuing them, it's like they also rescue you. Maybe they gave you also a feeling of self-worth, of feeling beautiful, of feeling important somehow, yeah. But it's like, this is very reciprocal here. You rescue one another. But the way they see you is like, as amazing as you are, I think they couldn't give you what you wanted. And I'm repeating this. I'm so sorry if it triggers you. But yeah, that you were having a hard time of letting go. Yeah. Or letting go of your expectations. Yeah. Let's see this here. Then we have worth waiting for. They see you as being worth waiting for. Like I was saying, at the moment that you met, they couldn't give you what you wanted. They really, although many of the feelings here with the co-creation were reciprocated, they couldn't give you, for whatever reason, they couldn't give you what you wanted. But they know you are worth waiting for. You are worth, sacrificing whatever. But what they also think is that you are waiting for them. They see you, or they believe you to be waiting for them. If you are or not, this is a different question. But in some cases for you, for some of you, is that they believe you are waiting for them still, because you cannot accept, that probably the situation cannot work at the present moment or at any moment of the past. And you wanted it, to be reciprocated, and they're still waiting for it. Interesting. So please take it as it makes sense to you. And I hope I'm not triggering you in any way. I'm just, these are the vibes that I'm getting here. And then we have child magical. Let's see the light attributes. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Shadow attributes, pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So they seeing here with the co-creation and child magical, they see you as a magical being. Like, you believe in miracles. You believe in pure beauty. It's like you see beauty in everything, and you saw beauty in them. And maybe they have, I think also it's like with the Frey here and radical acceptance. I think they also had a hard time accepting, like I said, accepting that you exist, that you saw beauty in them, both physically, psychologically, like with the personality and in their heart. I think they have a hard time believing that you saw them as beautiful, or that you still see them as being beautiful, as being worthy, as being equal here with the co-creation. And if we take this this perspective that they disbelieve this, they find it difficult to believe, to accept that you see them as their equal, then it's because they find you amazing. It's really out of their league here with the Gateways card. Completely out of their league. Like, it's totally another dimension, something that they would never dream about. And suddenly there you were, or there you are in their lives, and they cannot really cope with it. It's too much for them. And it's like then they run away from it. That's the feeling that I get here. And it's like it's a really too good to be true kind of situation here. They cannot deal with it. I think, although you're so open, you're so actually amazing. You are amazing. Your person is not. They are amazing in their own right, in their own way, but they're not that open as you are. They're not, I think they're not as mature as you are. They're not as evolved as you are. They're wonderful people. They really are, but it's totally different level of maturity, of evolution, and of growth. Is a totally different level. It's not, it's not below you, no, but it's different. And you touched each other's lives, or you're touching each other's lives, really to heal one another, to give strength, and to give other perspectives, and to open horizons. And but there's some struggle here, and it could be one is like is playing the runner because it's overwhelmed with the situation, and the other is a chaser because they would like to feel that love. It could be you or them or you, it doesn't matter. But there's this dynamic here of keeping some distance, of of struggling with a situation and waiting for better times, or believing that the other one is waiting and wanting more. So there's like a kind of a dysfunctional dynamic here, but this person really thinks you're amazing, and that scares them to death, because it could be something they were not expecting, in a way they were not envisioning, totally different from everything they knew before. And this kind of disrupts their sense of reality and their sense of belonging, their place in the world, kind of thing. Yeah, this is really deep. But this is how they see you, and actually amazing, really amazing. But it's too much for them to handle at the same time. And so, pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you.